The world will never see a player like Cristiano Ronaldo again. He is one of the most expensive player in history, as he is getting departed from Manchester United so early. All people are wondering which club is going to get him. Ronaldo is currently playing for Manchester United, which is also considered as his home club. He was transferred to Manchester United in 2003. Later, the Real Madrid acquired the Ronaldo for a record £80 million, which was the record transfer fee at that time. Right now, his clash with Manchester United got worse, and the club is considering to terminate his contract as they claim that players violate the club's code of conduct. Now, the world is keeping an eye on which club will get the player. The rumors are saying that Ronaldo is going to PSG while Lionel Messi is already there. When we talk about these two players, we are talking about 500 million euros easily. Only PSG is the club that have such level of wealth to afford Messi and Ronaldo very easily. Ronaldo was recently interviewed by Piers Morgan in which he revealed the facts, current situation, 350 million euros offers by Saudi club, and when he will retire. Also, he gives us hint about the next club. This interview had took over the internet by storm, and no one has ever saw Ronaldo being this serious and emotional like he was in the video. I think Manchester United need to learn the fact that some clubs may make the players, but Ronaldo can make a club. His caliber is more than their worth.
I want to take you back to last summer. You're at Juventus, and there's massive speculation about where you're going to go. And the big rumor is that you're going to go to Manchester City. So first of all, how close was that to happening?
Well, honestly, it was close. It was close. It's something that they spoke a lot, and Guardiola say 2 weeks ago, I guess, that they try hard to have me. But as you know, as my history in Manchester United, your heart, your feeling, the history that you did before make the difference. And of course, as well, Sir Alex Ferguson. So I was surprised in the same way, but it was conscious decision because the heart speaking loud in that moment.
You were a Manchester United legend. So when you say your heart led you, it's because of that, the history you had with the club and the relationship you maintained with Sir Alex, with the fans.
I think it was the key. It was the difference in that moment. But I cannot be loyal if I would say that Manchester City wasn't close. But I think I did conscious decision. I don't regret at some point. And as you mentioned before, Sir Alex Ferguson was the key.
Did you speak to him before you
Yes,
came
I
back?
did. Yes, I did. I spoke with him, and
What did he say to you to try and persuade you?
he said to me that it's impossible for you to come to Manchester City. And I say, okay, boss.
What is the truth about other clubs making offers for you? Some people have said there were no offers at all. I happen to know that there was a gigantic one from Saudi Arabia. I mean,
For
it was
example?
like 350 million euros for 2 seasons. Is that the kind
True. Yes, it's true.
That's a staggering sum of money,
Yes.
which you turned down.
In that moment, yes.
I mean, that to me says you're not just about the money.
It's what I'm gonna mention now. They say many garbage things that if you are agent, what you're gonna do? You go the clubs, but George Mendes, for example, have more than 100 players, and they go Chelsea, they go Arsenal. They always mention Cristiano Ronaldo. They offer Cristiano. Please, let's be honest. Who's the most expensive player, salary player that Premier League have in history? It's me, even with 37 years old. Why they even offer me to Sporting or Napolis? I will be honest with you. I didn't have many clubs, but I have many offers of the other clubs.
Right.
Which is I didn't change because I didn't plan to do it, but I have. But what the press keeping say and the garbage press say that nobody want me, which is completely wrong. And I was happy here, to be honest. I was motivated to do it, a great season here. But they continue to repeat. Nobody want Cristiano. How they don't want a player who last year scored 32 goals with national team.
I mean, that's you leave United, and I accept that this is not a done decision either way. But if you do, and it seems to me like it's more likely than not as we sit here, what would your message be to Manchester United fans who've had to read all this stuff all year and probably have a very mixed idea about where the truth lies? What would you say to them if you do end up leaving?
It's hard for me to say that I will not be back to Manchester United, but regardless, as you say, it's let's see what's going to happen. But as I told you before, the fans for me always will be in my side, will be always in my heart. I see during the days when I go to the street, the love, the passion that people have for me, the respect. I hope that they never forget the things that I will continue to do it, not only in the past, but in the present too. Manchester will be always in my side. The fans will be always in my side. Doesn't matter what's going to happen. And I appreciate the love that they send for me all the time, even when I'm done play. Even when they criticize me, they always will be in my heart. So thank you to all the supports. I hope to see you soon, and they always will be in my heart.
And what about Sir Alex, the man who persuaded you to come back again? Really, like a father figure to you, really, in many ways, like another father to you. What's his take on everything that's been happening? What's his opinion of all this?
I don't speak with him like 1 month ago, but it's always on my side. He always understands me. He knows better than nobody that the club is not on the path that deserve to be. He knows. Everyone knows. The people who don't see that is because they don't want to see. They are blamed. The fans, they are always the answer and the passion for the game. Manchester belongs to the fans, but they should know the truth. The infrastructure, they are not good. They should change. If not, Manchester is not going to be where they used to be when Sir Alex Ferguson, David Gill was. And I hope to be part, if they count with me, to help the club to be successful. If not, the life will continue. I will continue to my journey. I will continue to make fans happy and score goals and do it tricks and everything. And it's good. It's part of my journey.
I want to just talk to you briefly about the World Cup. Your 5th World Cup. I mean, you say it's your last, but I mean, you'd only be 41 at the next one. Could we have a 6th World Cup potentially?
Will be tough. Will be tough.
So this may be the last one.
Probably, yes.
You've got an exciting team full of experience and young players, Portugal. Are you optimistic about your chances?
I'm very optimistic. We have a fantastic coach. We have a good generation of football players. I'm looking forward that we're going to do it amazing World Cup. I hope the Portuguese belong in our side. We need them. We need them.
The fans.
The fans. We have a little bit debate in Portugal from some issues that they should pick more other players, that it's normal. A little bit negativism, to be honest, from the press, from some people, maybe ex-players as well, but I believe that we're going to do it a good World Cup.
Would that be for you the pinnacle of your career, to win a World Cup with Portugal?
Piers, I dreamed one time about that.
Holding the World Cup.
Yes. It's going to be tough, extremely difficult, but everything is possible. But of course, we're going to compete. It's hard to beat.
Who are the biggest rivals, do you think?
We are not the favorites. We are never favorites.
No, of course, but you weren't favourites when you won the Euros,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Who do you think are the ones to really watch? Who are the best squads out there?
Probably France, I will put Spain, Argentina, Germany, Brazil, of course.
They look good to me.
They look good. But after coming, the Portugal. So everything is possible.
What about, you haven't mentioned
England as well. yeah, of course, England.
I mean, it may well be Messi's last World Cup. He's never won it either. I mean, you're linked forever, the pair of you. To me, the greatest there's ever been. You're number one for me.
Thank you.
He's number two. You're number one to you. He's number two. But it's an amazing relationship you have, even though you're not, I know, great friends or anything, but you're always respectful when you see each other.
All the time.
But what do you think of him, Messi, now? As you both head to maybe your last World Cup.
As a football player?
Yeah, and as a person.
Amazing. Player is magic, top. As a person, we share the stage 16 years. Imagine, 16 years. We
at the highest level.
We share. So I have great relationship with him. I'm not friend of him in terms of, when I mean friend, is the guy who is with you in your house, who speak on the phone. No, but he's like a teammate. He's a guy that I really respect the way he always speak about me. Even his wife or my girlfriend, they always respect. They are from Argentina. My girlfriend is from Argentina.
Yeah.
So good. What I'm going to say about Messi, great things. He's a good guy. You do everything for football.
The best player you've ever seen? Excluding yourself?
Probably, yes. Person, I know I have a good heart, and I don't like to to criticize people. It's not the way I took my life. Everything is positive.
And if there's like a weird sequence of events and Mbappe goes to Real Madrid and PSG ring you up and go, we've had a great idea. We want to put Messi and Ronaldo up front.
Everything it's possible in football. So,
and that would be incredible.
Why not? I don't know. As I told you before,
they'd sell some shirts.
For sure, they will sell a lot of shirts. But as I told you, Piers, before, the life is good, and my focus right now is to do it amazing World Cup.
Are Arsenal going to win the Premier League?
I hope so.
You do?
Manchester first. If not, Arsenal is some team that I like to see to play.
Did you rate the team at the moment?
Yes, I do. I like the team. I like the coach. I think they do it a good team. And if Manchester United don't win the Premier League, I will be happy if Arsenal do.
What would you like this idea? You get to the final. Portugal v Argentina. You score 2. Messi scores 2. The last minute, 94th minute, you score a third for your hat-trick and you win the World Cup. Is that, be honest?
It's too good.
Is that the dream?
It's too good. I didn't expect that. Too good dream.
But if it happened?
Come on.
That's the dream.
He can score another player. I don't care. If the Portugal be in a final and score, even the goalkeeper, I will be the most happy man in the world. But if this happens, come on. I will say I will finish football if this happens.
That's it. You retire, right?
Yeah, I retired. 100%. 100%.
Your legacy to be, Cristiano. I mean, well, let me ask you first. Do you have any plans to retire? I mean, how long do you think you can keep playing football?
I want to play 2 years more.
2 years more?
2-3 years more maximum. I want to play when I finish with 40. I think we'll be...
40?
40. A good age. But I don't know. I don't know the future. Sometimes you plan one thing for your life, and as I told many times, the life is dynamic, and you never know what's going to happen.